Hello and welcome to Disc Golf Network's coverage of the 2022 Open at Tallahassee. We have the back nine here for you. I am Chandler Fry, and I'm joined by Thomas Gilbert once again.
Yeah, some awesome stuff there on the front nine. A little bit of struggles by some of the card, but looking to heat things up on this back nine. Very scoreable, so excited to see what these guys are going to do.
And we had a few options for our commentary name, but I believe we have settled on Poutine. So take that as you will. Here we have Mason Ford lining up his shot. We have Matty Oram coming out to an early lead on the card, shooting pretty hot, but the young wonder kid is not far behind.
Yeah, you can see the scoring spread here. A little bit of a flashback the last hole, but here we are going to jump into hole number 10. And here we go, hole 10, 375, par 3. Really tricky play on this hole. You have this gap that's the Jones going to be flying through, but that might not be the route that you might see players take. There is a little flex route on the right side, flex forehand on the left side, and you can see a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen rollers, I've seen air shots, I've seen it all.
Yeah, a lot of options on this hole. I saw one player take the left gap, backhand Anheuser on this one as well, and it worked out.
Wow.
The mistake that you'll see a lot of players make is hitting that larger tree in the middle of the fairway. Looks like Gannon didn't get the flip he wanted on this one, connects with the tree, and he will finish well short and left.
Mm-hmm.
And Florida native Garrett Gurthie going wide right.
Oh, this hyzers around it. Yeah, it looks like he snuck past, kind of got up near circle's edge. That's a great shot.
Yeah. An honorary Florida man, Matty O, losing his glasses, but he hits that left gap.
Oh, that looks so good. If that just keeps holding straight, hit something. Oh, a little too much juice on that one, but yeah. Hit the gap clean the entire way.
I think for a majority of players on this hole, as long as they have a look at birdie, they're gonna be happy.
Yeah, Mason catching that middle tree. You could see he wanted to go on that right side of it, kind of hyzer it up that hill, but he's left with this little approach here. Maybe just taking his harp and probably tossing it up by the basket. Yeah. Yep. Routine and well done.
Yeah, good touch from him on that upshot. Very routine shot for him.
Gannon just going to jump putt it from about 180 feet away. And he's going to leave himself a little bit right, I think, catching a tree on the way in.
Yeah, unfortunate reaction off that base of the tree.
And that's the first off throw we've seen with Garrett with that Sonic this round. But luckily that tree is maybe only 20, 25 feet away from the basket.
Kind of a wind-protected area down here. But I think Matty O expected a little bit more push on that disc.
Yeah, nice little stab putt there from Gannon, sending it into the chains.
He makes it look pretty easy. There's not much motion going on.
Yeah, just a very simple putt.
Yeah, which is what you want. Garrett with a little straddler for the par.
Yeah, nice little stab there as well. Good to see from Garrett. And then we just got a few other par cleanups on this hole. Really, that's gonna be pretty typical, I feel, for this type of hole. It's really hard to access off the tee, but usually pretty easy to scramble from.
Yeah, it's odd to not see at least one birdie, but par is not too bad.
Yeah.
Do you think Matty O's glasses live on the end of his nose, or do they ever come up to his eyes?
I feel like they have to live at the end of his nose, either on his forehead or on his nose.
Okay,
that's the only place I've seen, or on the ground, But
so yeah, par. There we go. On to hole 11. One of the tightest holes on this. It takes a really precise shot to get to the basket on this one. Either a long forehand that you want to skip right towards the basket. You can throw rollers. There's the backhand flex shot down the middle, finishing right. But if you connect with any of these trees on the right, you are in a tough spot. It's just a tough one to get.
Yeah, lots of different plays, but you really just want to have something that finishes pretty hard to the right at the end. But yeah, avoiding that right side early rough.
I got a question for you, Thomas.
Yeah.
How many wins do you think Matty O has?
I'm going to say it's in the hundreds. I think probably between 120 and 150 is my guess.
74.
Okay.
And how many wins of those do you think are A tiers?
Probably half of them.
18.
Okay. A little.
That's pretty. 18
I'm a big
A-tier
Matty O
wins.
fan. I'm a big
18.
Matty O fan, so I gave him a lot of credit. But
Absolutely. Well, he's been playing so long. Yeah.
He has, yeah.
But where he grew up, he's had a lot of competition.
Yeah, man. You see that roller from Garrett just got absolutely denied by that bottom of that tree. Hate to see that, but let's see Matty O.
That looks a little high as well. It gets over that branch, I believe, and it is cooking.
Yeah.
But it is not turning over. He needs this to stop.
Yeah, scaring the squirrels back into their trees and finding that high side of the fairway. Still going. He's going to be, 480 feet. So he might have a short little approach backwards to the hole.
And that road does come into play. If you don't turn over your roller enough, you can find yourself out of bounds, getting sideswiped by cars.
Yeah. Yeah, Mason not quite throwing it as much angle as I feel he wanted to give it, but he will have an approach as well. Garrett going with that high turning sonic shot.
I think that got up to circle's edge short.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see a player with such brute force that Garrett has, but he still has such good touch with that sonic as well. It's a good contradiction, and it plays well into his game. Speaking of touch, we got Mason Ford throwing a nice little forehand skip play.
Yeah, using that hillside to his advantage, letting it just filter down. And then here's where Matty's drive ended up. He is throwing back towards the hole right now. And a little bit fast there.
Yep.
That hill is going to draw it down to about circle's edge.
It looks like he's throwing a VIP harp there.
And yeah, Gannon has this putt left. See if he gives it a run.
It is scary. It is downhill, so you definitely have to commit to that putt.
Oh, man. Good bid there from Garrett, but just leaked a little bit too far to the right side of the basket.
Yeah, you have to be on point with these baskets. If they're a little left, a little right, there's a fairly good chance that they're not gonna stick into the middle.
That one sticks in the middle though for Matty O. Really nice putt there, coming back up the hill for his par.
Gannon with the tester coming back. Love it.
Nice stroke. And here's Double G looking to just clean up his bogey, stop the bleeding. Oh, wow. Sneaks it over the rim. Just got to move on to the next hole, kind of shake that off and try to get some more birdies on the next.
Yep, there's no pictures on the scorecards, so it is what it is. And you'll have to just forget that and get to the next one.
Yeah, really good look at this little snake stab putt that Matty has. Just really nice. Can put that on line with the basket. It's really, really unique and very fun to watch.
And it works. So yeah, the card continuing to struggle on some of these holes, finishing over par on that one, but on to hole 12. Probably one of the easier par 4s out here. You just have to navigate this first gap, make sure it's low enough, and you want to travel out into the open. You want to finish as right as possible, not too right behind that bush, because the second shot you need a precise mid-range or putt and approach disc down the middle and skip towards the basket.
Yep, definitely want to just get as much distance as you can off the tee, kind of have a look at this basket from underneath those trees. But green's pretty accessible. You have that cart path on the left there marking out of bounds, but other than that, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and if you want to play some handball while you're here, you might as well just hop over to those courts. And looks like Garrett is staying as far, and Gannon is staying as far away from the handball courts as possible. That still is smashed, though. Nice and low.
Yeah, that's
good stability.
A great shot, and still continuing to rise. It's gonna be
good checkup.
Yeah, good checkup. He's gonna be a little bit left of that road that we saw the drone flight, but that's in a decent position.
Yeah, one of the mistakes on this hole is to sneak a little bit too far left, so you're pinched behind the handball courts. You can go over them, but it does risk the OB. this gets some good skip play, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. He's on that right side though, so he'll have a little bit longer, but a little more open of a look, perhaps.
And Garrett, I'm sure, looking to smash this one. Puts it
Oh.
through the gap, connects with the branch a little bit.
Let's see what that does.
He does not like it.
No, looks like he just pulled it over. He's gonna be really far away from the hole. Staying aggressive though.
Oh, that's not working.
Oh. That's gonna hit that fence, I
Yeah.
believe, and he's gonna be really pinched off there.
Gannon putting some power on this one, hoping for it to skip up towards the basket. It looks like
Oh,
it
yeah.
does. Beautiful shot. That should be an easy birdie for Gannon.
Yeah, using something nice and overstable and playing it in that hillside is a really good play.
That's got to get on edge. That's fine, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Mason just kind of playing a little hoverboard shot up and over this screen, and he's going to be pin high down to the right.
And Maddie, fortunate not to get more of a skip left. Oh, he barely misses that tree. He's
Yeah.
thanking Nick Saban right there for that love. I'm sure he shouted "Roll Tide" after that.
Garrett, the tricky play. Oh, wow. Okay, nice shot. Thought that might have been leaking a little bit far to the left, but he checks up in a pretty good spot.
Good bid.
Man. Decent bid there,
Nice
Maddie.
catch.
Yeah. And here's Mason looking to pick up a birdie. Oh,
There we go.
There
One-
we go.
One finally drops for him. Great pickup for Mason.
Yeah, the putt's got to start somewhere. So good pickup by Mason. Hopefully that builds some confidence going into this last few holes. And honestly, a good par save there by Garrett. That's a tricky one to pick up, especially from that tough position.
Yep.
Gannon trying to use his little chalk bag to read the wind. Let's see if it pays dividends. Might need to
He
again.
might be thinking a little bit too much about this putt.
Yeah, for a 20-footer, this is a lot of action.
Yeah.
Could be some swirly winds. Oh yeah, he's a little timid on that putt, but he makes it. He makes it.
He is pumped about that one.
Oh man.
That was funny. He didn't follow through on that putt. He just that was a true stab right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And a par for Maddie. After that drive, he was definitely thinking birdie, but he was lucky to not hit that tree on his upshot. And here we have the catch from the basket. Rim, top, chains.
Dang. Yeah, staring it down, making sure that disc knows where its home is.
Go to your home. 2 birdies, 2 pars. Card not playing that hole poorly, but it's definitely one of the easier par 4s, so you'd expect a bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of easier holes, we got this par 5, 910 feet, but plays up this hill the entire way off the tee. I really want to get onto one of these shelves, and then you're going to fly through either this gap here on the right side, or there's another gap over on the left, and you're just going to try to access this pin that is underneath this beautifully big tree that we have here in Tallahassee.
Yeah, one beautiful thing about this area of the country is the Spanish moss that hangs off these beautiful big trees. Is we don't have that, and there's not really anywhere else in the country where you have that, and it's just a beautiful sight.
Mm-hmm.
Gannon unleashing.
Yeah, go with that Falcor.
That's perfect.
Yeah, really, really good. Getting up all the way onto that right side and skipping up almost onto the top tier, I believe.
Yeah, skipping over. He skipped on that hump that if you're on, you either have like a downhill run up on your second shot or an uphill run up, making it extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So Gannon throwing the perfect shot. Mason not putting a lot of power on that one, and he'll still have a good distance to go.
Mm-hmm. Maddie, this looks good. Has a turn, flexing out. See how far it gets up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shot. All the way onto nearly the top tier.
Yeah, Matty O has sneaky distance.
And then this guy just has distance.
Yeah, nothing sneaky about it. He just
Oh.
throws it in your face, but does not get the turn he wanted on that one.
No, but he's still gonna find that top tier 465
That's
all the
still
way
so
uphill
far.
on just a pure hyzer.
Yeah. If you had to play this hole 18 times in a row in a tournament, with the current field that we have now, who would win? You?
Ooh.
I'm saying
No,
you. I'm going you or Garrett.
Yeah, I would say distance definitely plays advantage on this hole. But there's, I would put myself up there.
How many eagles would you get?
Probably, I would say maybe a third.
Okay, that's fair. So Matty O lining up what looks to be just a flex shot down the left side.
Yes, he's going to want this disc to hold over to the right. And it kind of faded out a little bit early, but that's going to be probably either just a little soft approach or maybe even a little jump.
You see that Spanish moss just flowing in the wind. Just a beautiful sight. Somewhat distracting on the putt. You're just so enamored by the beauty of it all. And Garrett not even getting the turn, but still the farthest off the tee pad.
And yeah, he's going to have to throw this shot. It's turning. It's flexing, and it's going to be pretty good.
He's got a sonic throw in right there, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful hole. I love this hole.
Yeah, Gannon, wow, only, is that real, man? Only 200 and so feet to the pin. Throwing a little chip shot with his 8-2, but looking to come up a bit short right around circle's edge. He doesn't like it.
Nope. Mason with a fairly straightforward upshot, just probably pulling out that harp and having it skip towards the basket.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of skip shots on this approach. That tree really does kind of lower that ceiling that you have coming into this green. And Matty just left with this little short approach.
A nice little air bounce.
Oh, no, he's got just perfect speed control, parking that shot.
I love to see that natural air bounce that he has. And Garrett putting it up there for an easy putt.
Gannon. Oh, he's going to go back to his little reverse stepper that he had last year.
It looked awkward.
Yeah. Been a while since he's kind of had that style of putt, but let's see. Yeah, nails the comebacker. Good putt in that crosswind. But he's going to unfortunately take a par on this hole. Really one that you want to pick up.
It's crazy to think how young Gannon is. He's still developing his skills, and he still has so much potential.
He really does.
He's already smashing the course and beating almost everybody, almost every weekend. And he's still going to get better. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. A nice birdie pickup there by Mason and Garrett. Really, that's the way you want to play the hole. This drive shouldn't have much more meat on the bone after drives like those.
Beautiful putt from Matty O there to get his birdie. And there you have it, that slow-mo action. Loses his glasses once again.
But a great committed shot nonetheless.
Yeah. So yeah, the card playing the hole as it should be played with a 3 under, and Gannon getting the lone par.
I'm Garrett Gerthy. People know me as Double G. I've been making Double G craft jerky since I was 16 years old.
Whether I'm at home or on the road, Double G craft jerky is the snack that I go for.
I've actually found myself eating Double G craft jerky on my long drives to the next tournament.
We all know Double G's got a big arm, but he's also got a big heart. Every bag of Double G jerky that you buy supports children's disc golf and goes to a great cause.
You can find Double G craft jerky at doublegjerky.com.
All right, and we are back on hole 14, another par 3, 375. This one had a little bit of an interesting crosswind going on from left to right, was making this hole play really tricky. If you put any kind of turn on the disc, it would hold over to that right a lot longer than you hoped. So throwing something overstable to fight that wind would be a good play, or just trying to keep it on hyzer as long as possible.
Yeah, I think the play that if you have it is that side arm down the left side and have the wind carry it towards the basket. But yeah, Mason is going with the shot you just mentioned, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, wow.
Hitting the
base. Extremely well done there by Mason.
That is next level accuracy from Mason. And And Matteo looking to do the same.
Yeah, has good intentions there by not really getting that disc to turn too much, but going with a little bit too overstable, and he's going to be up to the left side of the hole.
But he has given himself a tailwind putt.
That is very true.
Which is a positive on this one. Garrett yanking it a little bit too high and a little bit too right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not getting the commitment he wants off that tee pad. Nice height on this one. If it flexes, this is looking tasty.
Yeah. Oh, and it's flexing right at the right time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice shot there by Gannon. I believe that was his FX2. And then Garrett looking to just throw a little hyzer approach in this green. Going with the rock. And scoots that up just outside bullseye.
Kind of a tester putt with that headwind, though, to the elevated basket.
It was. I had maybe a 15-footer, and I was definitely making sure I paid attention.
Oh,
Matty.
He thought he had the height, but the wind pushed it down a little bit too much, and he was about an inch from not making that putt.
Mm-hmm. Garrett looking straight into that headwind, and a nice putt.
Then we have two just park jobs from
Yeah,
Gannon
really
and Mason.
impressive.
Good stuff.
And again, the true professional giving himself the tailwind putt just like he wants.
Totally on purpose.
Absolutely. Yeah. What a play by this kid. He knows everything.
I like that Wander shirt. I believe it's Iceberg. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I like how the way I'm reading it is at the tip. He's just at the tip of the iceberg. There's so much to go because everyone knows there's only like 10% of the iceberg that's showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
Great
that-
birdie
yeah.
there.
I
I like
think
it.
that was the idea
Yeah.
of the shirt.
Yeah.
He still has a long way to go. Nice birdie from Mason. The closer you can be on these windy days, the better off you are.
Wow. Great little shot there in slow-mo. Really cinematic. And, man, beautiful shot.
I love the consistent follow-through that Gannon has on his shots. We had 2 birdies, 2 pars. Fantastic hole from the feature card. Not the easiest par 3 out here.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going on to one of the most beautiful holes on the course. There's a few plays. If you choose, you can go roller down the right side, hopefully get through those trees, or just go power, backhand, flip up down the middle, down this alley of beautiful, not sure what kind of trees they are, but Florida trees, I'm going to say,
Yeah.
to the basket that's located about 455 feet from the tee pad.
Yes. So right here, you want to keep this kind of low in the tunnel. Mason playing a good shot here. Just needs to get stable in front of that tree. Yeah, it doesn't quite get the skip that he might have wanted, but a good committed shot nonetheless.
You want it to finish with a bit of an angle so it hits on the edge and skips towards the basket.
Oh, crazy kick there by Gannon. He's going to be out on the right side. You can see that spectator rope, but that is not out of bounds. That'll just be casual. He can even take a meter relief if he so chooses on this hole.
You can see the wind ripping at Matty O's shirt.
This stays on edge. No, just catching a little bit of that Annie on the ground and just kind of burning out.
And there's a tailwind, so it's pushing these drives down as they travel down the fairway. This has good height to it.
Oh, wow.
He will be left side, 45, 50 feet behind a tree, unfortunately. That's tough.
That is tough. That is tough, but really, honestly, to hit that line is still really impressive. Gannon actually not too bad. Just has an open approach. Throwing it a little bit left, maybe not committing quite to that right side he needed to, but Matteo with a short little pitch up to the basket.
Doesn't get the. I mean, it's a good shot, but you can tell by his reaction he was looking for a little bit closer and maybe giving it a slight run. Yeah, good looking shot from Mason there.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if Garrett can give a good bid on this elusive birdie. Yeah, let's go, G.
Absolutely beautiful shot. Nice and high, using that wind to push the disc down. And as I said, he doesn't throw through the basket. He throws to the basket.
Yeah, really, really impressive hole there by Garrett. Definitely one of the tougher holes on the day. I believe playing quite a bit over par.
There we go. Nice pickup from Gannon there.
Yeah, playing .28 over par, and Garrett, one of the few players to score on that hole.
Very nice. Matteo, one of the trippiest players on tour. One of the best styles that you'll see on the course. He's always looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Ford tapping in that par and loving it.
Yeah. Look at that full send, giving it the height, eyeing it over the basket, and collects.
I love it. Garrett loves it. We all love it. The card playing under par on that hole, which is a feat.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Really impressive.
Yeah, with that wind and with the OB on the left of the trees, it's a very impressive shot. Hole 16, we have the Mando tree right there. Make sure you do not go right. Just flex your shot, probably a fairway or potentially a mid-range down the middle. Have it finish left. If you contact any of these trees, there's a good chance that you're going to be just flying into the trees on the left and have a pretty tough second shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely want to be using overstable flex play. We'll see what these guys go with.
I'm guessing some Firebirds, some Felons, maybe an FX2. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, those are all in the same category of disc.
Okay, cool.
So
I
you will
was right
see
then.
here. Yeah, Garrett going with the Firebird, I believe. This looks really, really nice. Oh, flexing right in front of that tree. Oh, wow. Almost skipping it in.
Yeah, a foot higher, and that was hitting change. That was beautiful from Garrett.
Ooh, I like this.
Going with a hyzer stand up, not even worrying about the flex. Good controlled shot from Mason. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What's Gannon throwing here?
I believe that is his Pink FX2 again.
Oh, I called it. I'm so proud of myself right now. And
Giving it a little too much
yeah.
Annie. Needs to skip back in. He's going to find the backside of the green. Looks to be about circle's edge.
Yeah. Definitely a chance at birdie. And the king of flex shots, Matteo.
Oh, yeah. This is just looking like a beeline straight to the basket. Oh, hits that tree on the way in.
That is all right. If you hit that tree, you know you're close. Good looking shot from Matteo. And Gannon about 40 feet.
You can see the focus he has on his putt right there. Eyes locked in on the basket. Yeah,
There we go. Nice pickup.
feeling it. This is a really good birdie to pick up on this hole. Definitely one you want to get, but one you still have to execute.
Yeah, and Gannon coming alive in the last few holes, really making a mediocre round turn into something a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Nice birdie from Matty there. Yeah, I'm impressed by that shot from Mason because usually the easiest shot is to do that flex.
Yeah, it
And
makes the gap a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, easier to hit, but
Yeah.
he's a great technical player, and so he can throw that straight shot up the middle.
Yeah, good stuff from Mason and a good birdie. And Garrett just absolutely parked after putting it right under the bucket with that drive. Barely not hitting metal.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he might have to straddle out to the left or the right side a little bit, but should be a pretty routine shot.
And Garrett getting some highlights this round. It's fun to watch him play.
Yeah, there we go. And we got a star frame for the card. A really good one here on hole 16. Heating up.
Oh yeah, with 2 holes to play and one of the holes being 17, which is not easy, especially with this wind happening right now. It is ripping.
Perfect putt there by Gannon. Really, really nicely well done. And yeah, great card. Great hole.
Yeah, and the card honestly putting together some good rounds with 2, 3, 4, and a 6 down with Matteo leading the way.
Yeah, and here we are on hole 17. Really tricky gap here off the tee. You want to push this straight towards the trees on the back right here, and then you want to hyzer kind of on this right side gap if you can, and try to skip around to this backside pin. Really tricky hole. Probably going to go fairway driver, I believe, for most of this card. Maybe you'll see a distance driver.
Yeah, and not a lot of ground play, honestly. From what I saw, most of the shots that were a little too low, did not make it. This looks
Looks
straight.
pretty- yeah, looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit early left. Not sure if that got a maybe a smack down by one of the trees.
Yeah. Really the only, like, this is perfect. Just get it down the middle.
Yeah.
Do not hit any trees.
Yeah, if this just gets a little skip.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
anything
that's
within
great.
45 feet on this hole you're going to be happy with, because this wind is not making the upshot or the drive easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a pretty severe right to left on this hole still. Again, throwing a little bit of a flex shot with
Yes.
that same FX2.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Absolutely parks the hole. Really impressive shot there.
That's his shot of the day for me right there. That
Yeah.
was incredible. That was beautiful. The control on that.
Matty pushing that right side and just catching something. You can see he's a little bit frustrated with that because he knows he has this really difficult approach.
Yeah, left side is just a wall of trees. He has to go low skipper at the basket through the gap. And he almost found himself out of bounds, but he has a longer putt for par.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gonna see. Okay, so pin high, but just a little bit right. Garrett also with a tricky shot here. Oh, nice touch. Going with that Aviar X3. Looks pretty close if Mason's putting.
Yep.
All right, this would be a great pickup.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Great spin putt through that wind.
There we go.
Gannon. Oh, Gannon trying to like, well, I got a little bit closer, but great
Wow.
birdies nonetheless.
One
Really
was in such a
impressive.
rush.
I wonder why too. That's the
Yeah.
fast I've seen him take on his putt.
Yeah.
Oh, Matty, just a little bit high.
Maybe a little distracted by the cars driving behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Good
of the,
pickup by Garrett there, but yeah, definitely unfortunate by Matteo.
yeah, still putting together a very good round. He's at 5 down right now, looking to finish at 6, which if he does connect, will put him up there in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful catch by the basket and beautiful putt by Mason. Good pickup. He's putting together. He's at 2 down or 3 down right now. 5 down. My
Yeah.
apologies.
Yeah, really heating
Oh.
up on the back 9 here with that hot play. I mean, we said it earlier on the front 9 that if he just can kind of get it together, he'll be putting together a good round.
Yeah.
So here we are on the final hole, hole 18. It is a par 4, 805 feet. Really want to get into this open space here off the drive. You can see backhand air shots, rollers are a play, and then you have this tricky low ceiling approach into this green. Really trying to just get it as close to this tiered basket position as you can.
Yeah, one of the coolest baskets we have on the course being elevated, and with the city of Tallahassee on there, it's a nice little photo op for players and spectators alike.
Yeah, Mason going with that roller. This looks really, really good if he can hold that angle. I mean, that's great. He's down over that hill crest and wants maybe a little bit more cut out of that, but still a really good position.
And Gannon going with a power sidearm here.
Wow.
Looking to rip one nice and low.
Impressive.
That gets on edge though, which is yeah.
Looks like it gave it a little bit too much turn. That is his flippy D2, so Garrett maybe going to go with...
roller. Down the right
oh.
side. I love it. We were trying this in practice.
Oh,
It was
really?
working out really well. That turned up a little bit too fast. You want something to hold a little longer than that.
Wow, okay.
But either way, he's in a good spot to attack the green.
Nice.
Surprised to see 3 rollers and a sidearm on this. It
Yeah,
suits
no
for a
backhand air shot.
Yeah. That seems to be the shot that makes sense to me on this hole, a backhand power shot flex.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, all those shots looking decent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Gannon trying to go huge hyzer. Trying to throw it up into space over there. And he's going to be flying back down into orbit and landing
Edge
right
of
on
circle
circle's
1.
edge.
That's amazing. The shot you usually see from that position is a lower skip shot.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Impressive there by Gannon. Great creativity.
Now, there's that low skip shot I was talking about. A little bit too far that has to sit.
Okay. Yeah. This shot right here, the low ceiling shot, was skipping a lot more because of that wind that's kind of pushing these shots went that backhand skip angle. Garrett going a little bit wider, maybe making the adjustment. Catches that tree limb, unfortunately. Let's see if Mason can show us how it's done.
Yeah, I like this shot.
Oh, catching a little bit of it as well, but still making it all the way through. Going to be coming a little bit short, maybe coming because of that cabbage he caught, but still inside circle.
Garrett going to show us his touch forehand here.
Yep,
Beautiful.
great position. And Matty, inbounds, got his meter relief from the road.
Yep, just
And
laying up.
Yeah, smart play. Just pitching it up to the bottom of that tier.
Yeah, jump up might have ended up with him falling on his face because of that little obstacle he had in front of him.
Interesting choice by Mason to lay up that putt, but he's happy with his round. 5 under on the back nine is really terrific, so
Absolutely.
no need to push. Oh, and Gannon just trying to get a little bit higher to finish out his round, but I think he will finish around at 4 under par. Garrett, the decent cleanup.
Yeah.
Finishing with a par.
And the wind's still ripping, still making this shot somewhat of a tester. Good thing Gannon's almost as tall as the basket, though. So
Yeah. Yeah, good cleanup there. Definitely wanted to get that extra birdie, but not going to be too disappointed with that par.
we have a nice par, nice safe par from Mason there.
Mm-hmm.
And Matteo tapping in his 5. So 2 5s, not too shabby. Lead came in at 11 down.
Wow. Yeah, Albert Tam really ripping up the course earlier on in the day, really putting up a hot score for all these guys to try to chase down.
Yeah, I talked to someone who played with him, and they were just saying it was park job after park job after park job. So he's dialed in, and I look forward to watching him tomorrow.
Me too. Honestly, really good bounce back on the back nine for most of the card here. Garrett at 2 under, 2 5s, and Gannon at 4 under. It's honestly going to put them in pretty good positions right there, tied for 4th place. Impressive stuff. But yeah, Albert Tam leading the pack, Alex Russell, Gavin Babcock, and we're going to see Matteo back.
And Eric Oakley back on tour, shooting a 5 down in 4th place. All right, so that does it for the first round of the Open at Tallahassee. Stay tuned for the second.